I think South Africans are very nice people. In fact, it's not even a thought. We are nice people.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Shekela Melda. On today's video, let's talk about South Africa. So we all know that South Africa won the award of the most hospitable country in the whole wide world. Trust me, that award was not won by America, was not won by the UK, was not won by European, but it was won in an African country called South Africa. To all the haters of South Africa saying South Africa doesn't contribute anything in this Africa, I bet you guys to listen to what our brother have to say. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it to like, share, and subscribe. And my reaction will be at the end of this video. So please stay.
I mean, if you look at the world, I think South Africa continues to hold the #1 spot of the most kindest people in the world. People find pleasure in us. That is why they want to come visit South Africa over and over and over again. And those that do visit South Africa fall in love with us because of our kindness. They end up overstaying their welcome. And this is not just African people that are doing that. Europeans, Americans, Canadians, Australians. I just saw a family crying literal tears because their visa is about to expire. And as actually the visa had expired and they applied for extension. And that extension is 72-hour decision that the Minister of Home Affairs will make. So now they are nervous and they are crying because they don't want to leave South Africa. And they've been in South Africa for about 3 months now. So they want another 3 months. Basically, that is what is happening. Why? Because the common denominator that you keep hearing from them is that South Africans are nice people. I think we are indeed nice because of how we're brought up with the spirit of Ubuntu, which, by the way, is suspended until further notice. We were taught that way, to be nice, to be welcoming, and to make sure that people are comfortable. But the same kindness that we extend to other people, we also extend it to our politicians. Now, our politicians have gotten so drunk of our kindness that every time when they come to us after messing up, they will say, "Ha, Dohwana, niggas, any another chance?" And then we all look at each other and say, "Yeah, I was about paying another chance." And they laugh all the way to the bank after the elections, and they abandon us for 5 years, and they come back again and they'll say, give us another chance. How many chances have South Africans given the ANC? Because of course the ruling party has always been the ANC. It's just that in the previous elections, and I don't think that people that may have decided to go and vote, they would not have said, okay, let me give ANC one more chance. It's just that they decided that I do not want to regret it, so I am not going to go out there and vote. But the point that I'm making here is we are being taken advantage of because of our kindness. And case in point is Oscar Mabuyane of the Eastern Cape. The way he spoke to the people of the Eastern Cape, the president of the country tells the world that South Africans are not xenophobic. The premier of Eastern Cape comes and says, y'all are xenophobic. And then you're asking yourself, hang on a minute. So in other words, in the Eastern Cape, the people of the Eastern Cape, they must just accept that they are going to have amongst them illegal foreigners. And these illegal foreigners are going to be chasing out South Africans that want to start their own spaza shops or own spaza shops, pushed out and even unalived. Because if you said something, or you did something, or you complained, Oscar will say, you are xenophobic. It is quite clear that South Africans, somewhere, somehow, because of our kindness, we are being beaten down into submission one way or the other. In Africa, in order for leaders to get what they want, you know what they do to their citizens? Yeah, they beat them to submission. They frustrate you to a point where you're like, you're fine. You know that? Yafana. The moment you say, Yafana, they got you. They have you exactly where they want you, because that means you have given up. And giving up is a sign of weakness. Resilience is who we are. Resilience is in our DNA. But there comes a point where a human being does break. And that is when you say, Yafana, they've broken you. You are now broken, and now they can do as they please, just like how the ANC has been doing for the past 32 years. So when I was listening to Oscar, I was like, this is so typical. And the people of the Eastern Cape do have a choice. I love the people of the Eastern Cape. You guys already know my story with you. And I will not keep quiet when I see my people being treated in the manner in which by people that they entrusted with their power to say, accept this, otherwise you're xenophobic. And I do see a quarter of the Eastern Cape that says, not on our watch. Mr. Oscar, you better do what you need to do, but these illegal foreigners will get out of the Eastern Cape by the 4th of November. And I'm with those Eastern Capers that are saying that. Those that are saying, undunankulu sekhulu sethethile, what can we do? No, 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 no. No. He is taking away your power. He's usurping your power to dump down Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Somalis, and Ethiopians in your economy, in your township, in your Elalini, and things of that. Don't allow that. You cannot allow that, people of the Eastern Cape. Mina nginazi ni resilient, and I will always come back and I will remind you of the 100-year war. Nabamba belungu for 100 years. Nathi asiyindawo. What happened? What happened? I do not know you like that. So resist what Mabuya Kulu said. Resist with everything you've got, especially on the 4th of November. Everything you've got. Anyways, I thought, no, people of the Eastern Cape, back. Why? Because there are leaders asabe dagwe umbuso and the kindness of the people of the Eastern Cape. Remember, Ubuntu is suspended. It looks like in the Eastern Cape, suspend whatever it is that the ANC has over you. Suspend it. Goba, they are bringing in danger. I'm telling you, be careful. You are skating on thin ice in that province. I'm telling you guys, you really are. Not only the Eastern Cape, South Africa as a whole, all of us, we are being made to accept what we don't want. They are making us to accept what we don't want. And they're going to use the money to make sure that we accept what we don't want. But they still come to us for votes. We need to discuss that. That is another discussion. What do we do with our votes? What do we do with our votes, guys? Batagiwe labantu. Anyways, I'll leave this video here. Something to think about.
So guys, you all have seen, you all have heard from the horse's mouth. South Africa is one of the most beautiful countries we have in Africa. That is one of the reasons why when people like Nigerians, Zimbabwe, and other African, not just Africans, including Europeans, because I cannot count how many times I've done a video about American coming to South Africa and don't want to go back, but at least they stay there illegally. They come into South Africa and they invest more than 5 million rand, so it is okay for them to stay in South Africa. Whereas other African countries like Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and so forth and so on, they come to South Africa to look for jobs opportunity which the locals of the country don't even have. Not that they don't have, but people like Nigerians, Zimbabweans in South Africa working for cheap labor, as cheap as 300 rand per month, is making things very hard for the locals to have work. So that is why you all have seen the online propaganda that South Africans do not like their fellow blacks or they don't like their fellow Africans, whereas it's not like that. I always use this my platform to clear out the air about what is happening in South Africa. If there is any misunderstanding, I'm here to clear it out for you guys. You people should not hate on South African because Africans are hating on them. Trust me, South Africans don't care. And if you're someone that is that reason enough, you will know that South Africans are very good people. Check it online. Check Americans talking about South Africa, UK talking about South Africans. Ask yourself, why did these people come to South Africa and don't want to go back? Why did they come to South Africa and they don't want to go back? And South Africans are doing nothing about it. It's because they are there legally. Ask yourself, why are these Africans that are in South Africa, they're asking them to go back and fix their country? It is because they are there illegally. They are committing crimes. They're increasing the crime rate in South Africa. And they are doing so many things that are not supposed to be done in South Africa. That is why South Africans are asking them to go back home. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video and not forget to respond. So see you guys on our next video. Bye, sweetie.